not like in a bad mood, I'm just not in a good mood either. Good morning. Welcome to this vlog. Hi, my name's Tori. I'm trying to write a book. This will be a writing vlog, so I am not really in the like energy to do what I plan to do today, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I've been thinking about maybe making a vlog this day slash this week and for like at least a week now, so I'm not gonna let my lack of energy ruin that. I'm gonna go get a coffee. It's free because I'm up to my free coffee at Z. So yay. The reason why I am low energy, my reason, I was gonna say my excuse, but it's like throwing me off, is yesterday I fell over in a car park really badly. I have this plaster on because I grazed my hand here and it hurts every time it touches something, and I was complaining about it and Jonathan was like, maybe you should put a plaster on it, and I'm like, fucking duh. And then on this hand it's not as bad, but I landed on my knees really hard and I got up and I was like, I'm fine, but it really hurt, and my foot hurts because I like twisted it landing. I like fell over a curb. It's like I forgot how to walk. I like stepped on something that was slippery and had too much faith in myself. So reminder for future Tori, you don't have the coordination or the balance skills for things sometimes, so don't do that. And I landed on my kneecaps like so brutally that all last evening I was just having like memories of how it felt, and like you are normally not aware of your kneecaps in that way, but I was really aware of my kneecaps all evening and it really hurt, and every time I got up to walk like it hurt to be my knee. So I was like, I'm not gonna want to leave the house on which is now today because walking is like so uncomfortable. But I've woken up and I did wake up feeling really achy, my foot was sore and I didn't think it was going to be sore, but walking around I actually feel okay, so I think I can manage the walking required for my plans. I don't like standing and eating, but I wanted to do a different, I don't want to just be on the couch because I'm always filming on the couch. The other thing that has me feeling low energy is I'm paranoid. No, I'm not paranoid. I have mild cold symptoms. Not even, whatever is less than mild is what I have. For the past like month I have been like the boy who cried wolf about am I getting sick, because Jonathan got really sick and I was convinced I was going to get sick, and then I didn't get sick, and then I was like yay I didn't get sick, and now I've just been quite runny nosed and like keep sneezing. But I don't know if actually some of that is because the air is really dry from like having heaters on all the time. It's winter, it snowed 2 days ago. I don't know if it's because the air is really dry, but then I woke up and my throat was a little bit sore and my mouth keeps getting really dry while I'm asleep, but it's probably because my nose is blocked. So I'm like, am I getting sick? I don't know. People say to listen to your body. My body is telling me go lie down on that couch, watch YouTube videos for 2 hours, fall asleep. Time in 2 hours will be 1:30. Fall asleep, have a nap, watch some more YouTube. I don't think that is actually going to make me feel better. I think that's probably going to make me feel worse. I'll still be sleepy, just minus coffee and minus doing what I want to do, which is write my draft. So that's what I'm going to go do. I keep saying like I'm not being productive enough. My productivity is like pure hobby based. Like writing right now is a hobby, but I do want it to turn into something more, and it's not going to turn into something more unless I work on it. And right now I'm really enjoying working on it because I'm in like the 4th act, like the last part, and shit is going down. I am having to write action scenes, and I don't like action scenes. I get really bored in long action sequences in movies, so I'm not the person to be writing them, but I am writing like an action adventure fantasy, so there are fight scenes. My main character is the best fighter in the world. that's kind of her thing. Like her strength and ability is like elite, and I don't know how to write action scenes. I can't visualize them in my head as well as I can visualize other things. Like it's just not an interesting thing in my head to have to come up with. I prefer coming up with like dialogue and other movement scenes that aren't like they punched each other. I'm gonna go. I yap too much and I want to have different backdrops for my yapping instead of like two, because I feel like that makes the video boring. I'll see you in the next location. The car park feels really busy and I'm really paranoid of being seen talking to myself. I got my free coffee. I'm really hoping doing this does improve I'm not like in a bad mood, I'm just not in a good mood either. Like if we think of Goodreads star reviews, I'm like a 2 right now. I'm 2 stars. I'm okay, but not the best. My knee is okay until I have to bend it like walking up and down stairs, or I had to like lift my leg over like a chain link thing. That was kind of sore. I like filming in the car, so I wanted to give you a book update. I read this. I haven't actually reviewed it yet. I forgot. I started reading another book straight away. I'll probably give it 3 stars. It's like it's satirical? Satire. It's satire. Like, it's kind of the whole thing is meant to be a joke and ridiculous, which is fun. I liked they had like a stylistic choice where they would put the characters' real thoughts, cross them out and like correct them. I liked that. The love story it centered around didn't really feel like there were any stakes because it was quite obvious they both liked each other because it was dual POV. So I feel like I can hear people's voices. I feel like there could have been more tension there. Let's hope those people didn't see me. So that was okay. I'm currently reading Trace of the Emerald Sea, which I'm like maybe a 1/5 of the way through. It's not really grabbing me like I hoped it would. I knew it was whimsical, but it's actually more whimsical than I thought it would be. And I'm finding it hard to connect to the main character. It's told in like a Princess Bride kind of way, which I love the Princess Bride as a movie, but as a book I'm not sure that I like the like disconnected narrator style, because the narrator of Teresa's story is like another character in that she meets. So I'm not sure that I like that, and I don't know about the romance aspect of it yet either, if I'm like invested in that. I also started reading Starling House because it was at the library, and then I just read a few chapters like while I was out doing something, and that quite gripped me. Had a good like atmospheric thing. The love interests already have tension. I read like maybe 3 or 4 chapters, but I need to read, I have like 4 other books to try read first because they're all due back sooner than Starling House. But it's by Alexi Farrow, who wrote The Everlasting, which I really liked, so I quite like her writing style. I think I don't want to 100% commit to that in case I don't like Starling House, but the first few chapters were quite gripping. When I was at the library and saw Starling House, I also saw Deep End, and I got this out just because I now kind of understand a little bit that when you get books out from the library, the author gets paid royalties, and I really love this author. This book I didn't really feel either way about. I feel like I might have a physical copy. I think I own the physical copy. I think it's on my bookshelf. It's not my favourite Ellie Hazelwood, but I want her to get her library royalties, so I got it out of the library, and I could probably give it back now. I don't know. Surely it just marks whether it's been issued. It doesn't matter how long. That was a good coffee. I wish I could have a coffee every day. I save my coffees for Fridays and weekends because I feel like in a work situation, I think the coffee's going to make me anxious. I don't have coffee at work. I have energy drinks. But I do love coffee. Okay, gonna go to the library. I'm gonna try write 1,000 words before leaving. I think I passed 55k, which is really good. I think the draft will be maybe between 60 and 70. I am really close to like, there was a climax and now there's gonna be another crazy moment. I'm like building towards that. And then I think that will be the end. I did have it that, so Bologna does this thing and it seems like her problems are solved, but actually they're not. And I think I'm gonna leave the actually they're not solved part for the beginning of book 3, because I think there's enough loose ends at the end of book 2 that you're gonna be holy shit, Bologna just did that. I think that's gonna be enough of a crazy thing. And also the romance is really gonna be like, I can't think of eloquent words for it, like questioned, of like how they're ever gonna resolve their issues, because so many issues happen between Bologna and the love interest in book 2. It's like how are they ever going to resolve that? So I feel like that's enough of a hook. Like if I was a reader, I would be motivated just based on, there are some more people, he's not looking at me, it's fine, just the fact of their love interest, their love story not being resolved. I think that would be enough that I'm like, I need book 3 right now. That's what I'm thinking, because I was really thinking I would have this gotcha moment at the end of book 2, but I think I'll put it in the beginning of book 3. I've been watching Plot Twist podcast with Victoria Aveyard and Soman Chainani, and they were talking about, or Soman was talking about, I haven't read his books, but he seems like a cool person. He wrote The School of Good and Evil. He was talking about how when he was writing that series, he would be on such a deadline that he couldn't put the ending of books at the ending, so he would put them in the beginning of the next series. And it's not what he wanted to do. He had to do it because of time pressure to like get the edit done, ready for publishing. But it did make me kind of rethink about whether a climactic moment needs to be the climactic moment of book 2, or if it can be kind of like an inciting thing at the beginning of book 3. So that kind of like changed my thinking a little bit, which acts as proof that me watching their over hour-long podcast every week is actually benefiting my writing and is not procrastination. Yeah, they're going on hiatus because Victoria is going on book tour for Tempest, which I'm really curious to read that. Comes out in September, I think. There's another book that's coming out. T. Kingfisher's Daggerbound comes out in August. Really wanted to pre-order it, but I got a few weeks. I'm excited for that. It's time to go home. I wrote over 1,000 words, so yay me. I think I am owed a lie down on the couch now.
Thank you all very much for this. A little awkward. I just like to put. I've removed all the swearing, I've removed all the music, I've removed all the slightly hinted.
Good morning. we're gonna fix my parents, so I can't ignore it. I thought maybe we could hang out while I do my makeup. Going to town, John's getting his hair cut. This actually requires kneeling, and I can't really kneel at the moment because of my knees. So I didn't really get any more writing done yesterday. My 2-star review did not really improve. So let's hope today is better. It was like, you're not at work, so automatically you're gonna be having a better time. But somehow I still wasn't. I just felt really tired, and maybe it's just that my body needs to rest. I don't know. I still wrote over 1,000 words, which is like usually what I would say is a good day. But recently I have done like some massive days. Like the other weekend I did 3,000 words, which I don't know if I've ever done before. Like 2,000 was I've done it quite a few times. So I wanted to write another 1,000, but it wasn't there. It's hard to tell what my face. I don't normally look at it and I'm like this. It was me pulling ridiculous faces. I also did not have a good sleep. I kept having dreams, which I don't really like it. My dreams are never good. They're always a little bit stressful. When I was at work, like I was definitely, the dream was based on my work office and people from work were in my dream. That sucks. I would have kind of thought I did some brainstorming in my head while trying to sleep slash, you know, when you're like in that in-between stage of like you're not asleep but you're not awake, and I have an idea of how to add to the scene that I'm writing, because it's like a tension scene that needs to last a bit longer, and I think I've thought of something. And like, how do I get the villain to like admit their evilness? Like, the villain doesn't have a reason, a motivation to reveal her evilness. So I think I need something she cares about to be threatened in order for her to like give answers, because she's being questioned. And it's like, if there's not a real consequence, if she doesn't tell the truth, then like why would she admit to this evil stuff she's done? I've thought of something, which is good. So we're gonna go to town. I'm thinking maybe I'll go to a cafe. Maybe. I'll see how busy it is. If it's really busy, I will walk away and we could get a coffee while I work on my book. That's what I usually do, and we usually just go to Starbucks, but Starbucks is expensive. I'm thinking of where else I could go. Okay, the only thing left is eyes. I'm not sure how this will go in these conditions. I usually sit like this close to the mirror to do my eyeliner. I don't want to spill eyeliner anywhere. I don't really like mirrors because they can move like this, I mean. Okay, alright. I straight up can't talk while doing that. While we're in town, we're gonna pick up my mum's birthday present. It was her birthday on Monday. Shout out mum, who will never watch this. I ordered something to click and collect, so we're gonna do the collect part. Oh, okay, not bad. I'm actually quite pleased with it. Okay, last thing is mascara. I don't really know how people do like no practice. They do talking videos while doing their makeup, but I need to focus for this quite a lot. I'm not used to talking while doing it. I have You Are There and The Exception by Paramore stuck in my head. I don't know why, and I don't even really like that song. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I haven't thought about that. I feel like my eyes are a different colour in this lighting than I'm used to seeing, because my pupils are a lot smaller. They're like, the brown and green is like kind of turning yellow almost. I look actually insane still. Take my hair out without getting tangled. Like yesterday. My knees still hurt. Not as bad, but still ouch. I haven't looked at them yet, so I don't know if the bruising has progressed. Okay. My camera gets to like 16, it stops, like 16 minutes, it stops recording. So we're at 12. Let's see if I can get ready in that time. I just want to try doing some braids in my hair. I was thinking something and I forgot them. You can see my grey hairs. Slinky didn't puke this morning, so that's a win. I think I told you he has IBS. Oh, I'm getting tangled. Just gonna start recording soon. See you later. his leg, her leg. Girl rat, boy rat.
Got your tongue.
Hello, it is Thursday. It's been a while. Oh, hello. The air fryer is currently going. I'm sorry about that. Audio is not my specialty and having be good. Writing summary to this vlog. I'm feeling better. That's not writing related. I feel closer to, I want to say 4 stars. Right now, end of Thursday, we're feeling 4 stars, which is much better than the 2 stars from last weekend. It was just not a good time, but I'm feeling better. What am I talking about? Writing. I was hitting a wall so badly with writing last weekend. What did I write in the end? Sunday. Oh, I did write over 1,000 words on Sunday. I think I was just adding to a scene. I definitely didn't add a new scene. Since then, I've written another 914 words over the last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Really stuck. I've just been rereading scenes. I'm like really close to the end, and I think that's why it's so hard. So like on that Saturday that I last vlogged, I only wrote 325 words that day. So I was so stuck. But then the next day, I guess I made it happen, but then I don't even remember what I wrote. And I didn't write a note to myself. I think I was just editing a scene, but I don't know what scene it was. This weekend I'm going to have a better writing weekend, because last weekend felt bad even though I wrote 2,690 words over my 3 days. But I want to do better. I'm really close to the end, as I've fucking said like 5 times already. So my goal for this weekend is to finish the book. It's because I need to not say too much because I'm going to start a new vlog. So conclusion to this vlog is I'm feeling better. My star rating has improved. Is there anything else to say? Oh, I started filling out a plot grid. So I got the format of a plot grid off another writer, author tube person. Started filling that out as kind of productive procrastination. I've got all the chapters in a long list. My headings are chapter title, timing, setting, plot. So like the main thing that happens in that chapter, the romantic relationship, the side character's romantic relationship, and then each individual's like motivations, thoughts in that chapter if they're relevant, and then the antagonist, tracking what they're doing, and then I've got an edits column of stuff that I know needs to be changed. I'm not really sure how I feel about doing a plot grid and whether it's helpful or not, because in my last book 1, I was outlining, I just did a table in OneNote, and I almost did that for this, but then I decided maybe I should try a spreadsheet. I just don't like that it's in Google Sheets. I don't want Google to be accessing anything, but it's like in a sheet, so surely AI can't really understand what the fuck I'm talking about. I think it's actually, now that I filled it out, I like being able to see like all the chunks of information that I know and like seeing it all in order. Act 1 and Act 2 are quite short, and then Act 3 and 4 are really long, so like I'm not sure about that. There are some plot threads I'm going to have to go back in and put in, so maybe it will equal out. I'm not 100% sure. I am kind of on the edge of like being so close that when do you cut off the first draft, because I could just go back and edit, but I don't want to do that. Like my goal was to finish this draft and then go back and work on book 1 and get it ready for querying. So feelings on the plot grid are good so far, I think. You will see, because I get attached to outlines. Like I have for book 1 I have my original outline, my draft 2 outline, and my draft 3 outline, and I get attached to them even though the outline 1 is like incorrect. But then with all this AI fear about people, like all this getting cancelled for AI, I have evidence. I have lots and lots of evidence of my progress. I make a new document every time I start a new draft, and I have all my old outlines, so I have my evidence there that I'm not using AI. Yeah, I think we'll end it there because I'm just rambling and I'm gonna start saying too much. So thanks for watching this video. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!